Pirates of the Caribbean is a water-based dark-ride attraction at Disneyland, Magic Kingdom, Tokyo Disneyland, and Disneyland Paris, and is the basis for the highly successful film series of the same name. It first opened in 1967 and was the largest audio-animatronic project to date, and the last attraction which Walt Disney had any direct involvement in the design. Yo ho, the pirates left for me. Ahoy, me hearties! Thank you for coming to Logan's Story. I'm Logan Shaw, and today we're going to talk about the historical worldview context of Disneyland rides, Pirates of the Caribbean. Thank you for coming. Let's get into it. So, would you want to be a pirate for a day? How about for a year? How about for a couple months? The thing about pirates is it's an up and down kind of spiral when it comes down to being one. But riding this overall tale of seeing pirates with your own eyes is something that's never been seen before. But in this ride, in this boat ride even, it shows that pirates are even better than you could possibly imagine. And they carry a lot of weight in terms of what the message is of this overall ride. And due to that, there seems to be something great about this ride and balance of itself. The story it tells throughout the ride and the changes that have become of it because of the ride. We wants the redhead! Yep, that changed. Over the years, it seems to be that Pirates of the Caribbean has always been an ongoing new process of things. Always been kept up and washed and dried. And due to that, that seems to be something that can tell a story. Just about opening up a new realm of things that seem to be out of place. And in place as well. And that thing that you see in terms of this ride, that potential, ends up being the treasuring factor of the ride. The gift drawing you in while keeping you entertained. The boat ride is nothing more than a boat and a show. And that's the thing about this ride. Even though it opened in 1967, it's a really great ride to kind of open your eyes to see things that you've never seen before. But here's the thing. What is the overall nooks and crannies of this whole thing? What can we take away in terms of the things that matter to this ride? And the things that can pull out of Worldview? Well, let's go into detail. Okay, so the thing is, when it comes down to this ride, Walt Disney was an originator on this ride. He wanted this ride to be something else. He wanted to go down the waterfall to get underground to make sure the Pirates of the Caribbean story can cover a lot of ground as it is. And the thing is, with this ride, it does that. It covers a lot of ground and actually covers a lot of mileage in terms of storytelling in itself. Pirates seem to have a way of just ravaging through things. Raping and killing and stuff like that. Just to get where the treasure lie. Famous pirates such as Barbossa, Elizabeth Swann, Will Turner, and of course, Jack Sparrow leads the escape in terms of what makes Pirates of the Caribbean the movies so popular. It being based off a ride, the ride must have a lot of influence when it comes down to it. Influence to make about 4 movies, maybe 5. And the influence it has on people to go on the ride because here's the thing, it's a popular ride. Located in New Orleans Square, there's a lot of things you could do in New Orleans Square. Like there's a whole lake, you get to go to Mark Twain Island, you go on Haunted Mansion, but you choose to go on Pirates of the Caribbean. That's spectacular. A spectacular ride in terms of its popularity. And a spectacular ride in terms of years it has been going through. Being upkept every year. Being upkept by Imagineers every year. To make sure the pirates are somewhat presentable towards the human eye. And because of that, that's a thing that can take away in terms of what the power of what this ride can bestow. And the worldview that we can take away from it is simple. Here's the thing. You can take this into consideration. Pirates are not so good people. They pillage, they ravage, they plunder, and they're proud of it. Here's the thing. What does it mean to be a moral person? What does it mean to choose the moral thing? Well, application of course. Okay, so, when it comes down to it, you need to make sure that your heart is set towards the right things to do. Not the wrong things to do. Not the selfish things to do. In the song it shows that the pirates are not so good people. But the thing is, when it comes down to it, what does that mean for you? Are you a good person? Are you a moral person? What does it mean to be a moral person? They tore up a city for their own plunder and plot. And, well, whether it be to find the treasure, selling women, or in this case chickens, and being a very poor example of what it means to be in a good standing, pirates don't show that. Pirates are very to themselves most of the time, whether they're finding Jack Sparrow or treasure. So, my question to you is, what is your moral standing? And are you going away from it? And if so, why? How can you get back on track? And how can you be the person that you want to be? Not a pirate who plunders and plunders under the sake of their own skin. Thank you for my application. Let's continue forward. Thank you for my long story. Thank you for coming to this historical worldview complex of Disneyland rides. There will be more rides in the future, so keep an eye out for those. Also, the mission is 1,000 subscribers. You guys can help me get there by hitting the share, like, subscribe button right on the screen. Also, button that bell. Leave a comment if you can too. Thank you again, and peace.